losing streak of their own. Theirs has grown to 8 games. The Twins desperately need a well-pitched ball game from Kevin Correa. He's done very well, oddly enough, away from a pitcher's ballpark at Target Field. Nick Tepish beat the Twins at Target Field in a night game. He's done very well in that category so far this year. Adrian Beltre's been the hottest Texas hitter, not only in batting average, but in terms of driving in runs. And the Twins hope that they can end the little losing streak here in the opening game with the Texas Rangers. Dick and Bert with you here for the opening game as the Twins continue this road trip that has been winless here so far. And for the Twins, bad news, I guess, for Danny Santana, who's been maybe their most exciting player over the last month. In the loss the other night at Anaheim, Santana ended up with a bone bruise, and today the Twins had to make a move.
Yeah, you know what? Ron Gardenhire's saying that, this guy's all about his lower part of his body, his legs. Last thing they want to do is have him go out there and re-injure that with that bone bruise. So what happens? Well, the Twins will have to make a roster move, and Pinto, who was sent down to bring up Jose Polanco from Single A, was actually on the plane last night, so he's activated, and looks like he'll probably start on Monday.
And we have the same pitching matchup we had just over a month ago at Target Field with Kevin Correa going for the Twins against Nick Tepish of the Texas Rangers.
Well, you know what? Kevin Correa, in the last 3 starts, 3 quality starts, he has given up only 16 hits, and Correa needs a quality start. For Tepish has started off very well. He got called up in early May, and he has struggled as of late. His last 4 starts, Tepish has not pitched all that well. But for the Twins, it will be Correa. Only 4 walks in his last 18 innings. Only 5 strikeouts. So he's making the opponent put the ball in play. And you can see he's only given up 2 earned runs. The only loss, the 1-0 loss in Fenway Park.
Well, we showed you that Adrian Beltre's been the hottest Texas hitter. Joe Mauer's the hottest Minnesota Twins hitter. He's hit pretty well in this ballpark. Twins are counting on their first baseman to deliver some big hits in this weekend series. Minnesota Twins. From Arlington, Texas, along with Jamie Hirsch, Dick and Bert with you for the opening game of this series. The Twins headed out on the road with some momentum, having won all 4 games against the White Sox, but now a different series with the Twins bringing a 3-game losing streak. But you think they're struggling? How about the Texas Rangers?
Yeah, they've lost 8 straight, and you can see the record over the last 17 ball games. So yes, they have struggled here in Texas, a team that won over 90 games the last 2 years. It's been frustrating here. A lot of injuries. We'll go into that. Kevin Correa has been pitching well. Joe Mauer has driven in some big runs, but this should be a battle right here. Hopefully a well-pitched game, all 3 games for the Twins.
See Mauer and what he's done in the homestand and the 3 games in Southern California. Ron Gardenhire has had to juggle the roster. He's back to 13 pitchers now with the 2 changes made in the last 2 days. And the Menards batting order for the Twins in game 1. Brian Dozier leading things off, then Kurt Suzuki hitting a second. Of course, Danny Santana on the disabled list. Joe Mauer's third. Josh Willingham, Kendrys Morales, Oswaldo Arcia, Eduardo Escobar, Sam Fold, and Pedro Florimo.
And right-handed starter, 25-year-old Nick Tepish on the mound, making his 8th start, his second against the Twins back on May 26th in Minnesota. He defeated the Twins and Kevin Correa 7-2, worked into the 7th inning. Those were part of his first 3 starts when he got called up on May 14th. He was 2-0, 2.95 in his first 3 starts. Over his last 4 starts, 0-3 with a 5.79 earned run average.
Northland Ford defense for the Texas Rangers. Shin-Soo Choo's first year with Texas has been a disappointment. Leonis Martin in center, Alex Rios in right. Luis Sardinas, the third baseman, Elvis Andrus, Rougned Odor up the middle. Carlos Pena just added to the team for his second stint with the Rangers. He's their first baseman. Chris Jimenez behind the plate. James Hoy behind the plate. Bill Welke, Paul Nart, and John Tumpane. Dozier back in the leadoff spot in the absence of Danny Santana.
Tepish has a fastball, 4-seam, 2-seam, sinking fastball, slider, curveball, and a very good changeup. That might be his best pitch if he gets ahead in the count. 15 walks for Tepish in 37 innings pitched.
That is a foul ball. One of the problems Tepish has had this year, pitching a lot of innings, his 6 2/3 innings outing against the Twins, his longest this year, and he's in a spot here where the Rangers really need him to at least give them 5 or 6 innings. Here's a ball fouled back, and it's 1-2.
You almost sound like don't we say that about the Twins staff? Same thing. I think it's all of baseball. Starters just seem to be going lower and lower as far as, you know, the amount of average innings they go out there for.
This one had a long way foul. In yesterday's loss, the Rangers starter only went 2 2/3 innings. Scott Baker had to come out of the pen and pitch 6 1/3 innings. Baker's the long reliever for the Rangers, and he obviously won't be available for the next couple days. And Dozier strokes one to short. Andrus has it. 1 away.
Well, Tepish in his career making his 3rd career start against the Twins. His first one coming last year in early April. He won 2-1 over Vance Worley. He did give up a home run to Josh Willingham. And then in his second start against Kevin Correa, 6 2/3 innings, allowed a couple runs, 1 home run to Trevor Plouffe, a solo home run in the first inning. Tepish again started in AAA Round Rock, the AAA affiliate for the Rangers, and then called up on May 14th.
Strike over the inside corner to Kurt Suzuki. Suzuki likes hitting second in the batting order. He's hit there a few times this year. And with Dozier moving up to the leadoff spot, there's an opening in the number 2 spot. Yep, ball is grounded foul wide of third.
Yeah, he's a very good #2 hitter because he usually makes contact, doesn't strike out much. If Dozier's able to get on, a guy that you could hit and run with, that type of stuff, because of his control of his bat.
High and deep to center. Ranging back is Martin. And on the edge of the track, out #2. The last road trip, the road trip ended in Boston. It was a frustrating road trip for the Twins. No one was more frustrated than Joe Mauer, but since then he's really found something.
Yeah, driven in some runs. That's the big thing right there. 9 runs batted in over the last 7 ball games. And the average, eventually, I mean, Joe is human. I think Tom Bernansky said it best when Joe was struggling. Just don't forget who you are. You're Joe Mauer. You're a 3-time batting champ.
Down and away, ball 1. A couple days ago, Ron Gardenhire said he'd be stunned if Joe didn't hit 300 this year. Well, he's already gotten the average up from the low 250s to 270. 2-0. But you're right, the run production is something that was missing from Joe in the first 10 weeks of the season, but now that has picked up. Drove in 3 runs with a double in his last at bat in Anaheim.
Yeah, Joe looking for his first hit against Tepish. He's 0 for 6.
Two and one. And a 1 hopper speared by Odor, and a 1-2-3 first inning. Here at Globe Life Park, the Menards batting order for the Texas Rangers. Shin-Soo Choo leading things off. Elvis Andrus batting second. And Carlos Pena, Adrian Beltre, Alex Rios, Leonis Martin, Chris Jimenez, Luis Sardinas, and Rougned Odor.
And Kevin Correa making his 16th start of the year, his second against the Rangers. Very good career numbers against the Rangers. This is his 5th career start, 6th game. He 1 in relief, 3-1 with a very good 2.45 ERA. And here in Arlington, 2-0, 2.57 ERA in 2 starts.
Rangers were shut out in their ball game against Detroit yesterday. Rick Porcello threw his first career shutout. We'll see if Kevin Correa can follow it up with a good game here tonight. Ball 1 to Shin-Soo Choo. Off the tip of Dozier's glove and into right field for a sharp single. Northland Ford defense for the Twins. What's become a regular outfield now of Willingham in left, Gold in center, Arcia in right. Willingham did get the day off yesterday. Escobar, Florimon, Dozier, and Mauer the infielders, and Suzuki behind the plate.
Last year, double plays were a big part of Correa's success as probably the Twins' best starter. 26 double plays in 31 games. So far this year, only 6 double plays in his first 15 starts.
Down and in, ball 1 to Andrus.
Andrus in his 6th season with the Rangers, 2-time American League All-Star back in 2010 and 2012.
And time call. Correa's fallen behind. First 2 batters.
Andrus not a home run hitter, only a couple home runs on the year, only 20 career home runs in his 6th season. More of a line drive hitter, career .275 hitter. Pretty good contact hitter.
Chu goes and the pitch tap foul.
Maybe a little hit and run right there.
Shin-Soo Chu's had a disappointing first year with the Rangers, and now Andrus has his numbers down a little bit. There's Ron Washington, who incredibly 35 wins on the year, and 12 different pitchers have picked up a win because of all the injuries. There's a called strike 1 and 2.
Yeah, Wash in his 8th season as manager of the Rangers. Of course, a former Twins player.
Andrus squared to bunt and took a strike. And now 2 and 2. Rangers currently have 14 players on the disabled list. 5 of them on the 15-day disabled list. 9 of them. 9 on the 60-day disabled list.
And about half of those 14 are key players that are really lost here in Texas. Well, you think of Prince Fielder, you know, and that's number 1. Three starting pitchers on the disabled list.
Starting catcher Giovanni Soto hasn't caught an inning for them this year. 2 and 2. And now a full count. What has happened to the Twins over the last 3 ball games has been
ugly.
Ugly. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Awful is another one. Not just big numbers, but big numbers early in this Twins lineup. It has some issues of its own. Has found itself having to come from behind in each of the last 4 games, actually. Runner goes, pitch chopped to third. Escobar picks it up, fires across, 1 away. We know the Twins have dealt with some injuries. Every team does, but nothing to this magnitude. Our Sanford Health Injury Report. Look at those names, and many of you, I recognize a lot of those names as regular players for the Rangers.
Right.
And 993 player days on the disabled list, almost twice as much as the next team.